Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. David Haye, David the Haymaker Haye. He's announced that he's on the comeback trail and he will be back in the ring in December. But against who? Well, your guess is as good as mine because we have no idea and neither does he. So apparently a fight with Tony Bellew is not locked in, a rematch fight. Obviously he lost the first one. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what to think about this because I think Haye should maybe just march off into the sunset. He's had a decent career. He was a unified cruiserweight champ and obviously held the WBA strap. I used to be a Haye fan, but then he vanished from the scene. He mounted this comeback in the last couple of years against Neville Nobodies, and then obviously has taken on Tony Bellew. He could have fought for the WBO strap, but chose to go the Bellew route. He looked awful in the first few rounds, and then it was at the fifth or sixth, tore his Achilles. Subsequently pulled out in the 11th, and Tony Bellew got the W. Yeah, I'm not really sure I want to see David Haye again. He's 36 and counting. And like I say, he looked terrible in those first few rounds. He wasn't winning the fight. That wasn't the David Haye of old. People might say, well, he had the injury coming into the fight, but his whole body wasn't injured. Guy looked just awful. I think, anything from that, he's past it. Those 5 years that he took off, he lost more than a step. He certainly was not the David Haye of old. It was more like faded Haye. Anyway, he is on the recovery. You've probably seen him posting pictures of and videos of him training and whatnot. Looks in pretty decent shape, but then again, he's always looked in decent shape. He's dumped his old trainer Shane McGuigan. He's got a new trainer, a Cuban guy, Ismael Salas, and he also announced today a deal with UK TV. So that's to broadcast some fight nights on its Dave channel. So he signed some fighters to the Haymaker Ringstar promotional company. That's the promotional company he co-owns with boxing money man Richard Schaefer's. So one of those fighters that was announced was Joe Joyce. So presumably, and if you don't know who Joe Joyce is, he won a silver medal at Rio last year in the super heavyweight division. I think if I remember correctly, he lost to Tony Yoka, the Frenchman, in the final, in a fight that he probably was looking okay in. Anyway, I mean, you'd have to assume that with this new Dave deal, so this is over a couple of years, a number of nights per year. He's obviously not going to be filling all these nights, so he obviously needs some fighters to do it for him. And if he's still a contender, got to come back, got to win a belt. Crap, guy's done. He is not winning a thing. We are seeing the last vestiges of David Haye's dignity about to enter the ring at some point. He'll be exposed again, but getting in the ring will achieve the purpose. And ultimately, that will be to build his promotional company, build his brand, and make some more money. Let's face it, the only reason he took the Bellew fight over the Parker fight, where he could have won the WBO strap, was for money. He wanted a big money fight. It was all about those Benjamins. He didn't care about anything else. If he really wanted that heavyweight title, he would have gone and got it. It would have made the Bellew fight after it even bigger. So, I mean, he's really trying to clown us if he's trying to say that he's going to come back and win a belt. He could have already had a belt, didn't want it. He wanted the money. And obviously, if they haven't come to an agreement with Tony Bellew, well, that means that Hearn and Co., Eddie Hearn, that they're not agreeing to whatever outrageous demands David Haye wants. Apparently, he was a complete diva the first time round, and Bellew just sort of swallowed his knob and went, "Okay, I'll take it." But now he's in the power position, so good on him. So really, I mean, I think fans, there's some intrigue there. A healthy David Haye with Tony Bellew. But beyond that, do you want to see David Haye competing against some more bums? Let's face it, the Maury and Jarrett Jai bums. And his new trainer, Ismail, has said that Haye will be fighting against some top quality guys. Let's face it, that's not happening. If it's not Bellew, it's going to be a couple of bums, and he's going to try put on these fight nights, and his star power will draw people to the channel, free to air in the UK, and they'll get some views. They'll make some money, and they'll repeat, and then they'll rinse and go through the cycle again. That's how it works. And then when he's done, he'll be like, "Oh, well, they froze me out. They weren't going to give me a shot." He's not fighting for a title again. I'm not falling for this con job, and neither should you. The fact that he's now laying the groundwork for all this to come, I mean, who's really buying this? Haye is done. He's not going to win a world title. Okay, that's it from me. Drop your comment, hit like and subscribe. I'm out.